baby, we got a travel catch-up update show for you today.
But there's not a lot of plain talk. Have you ever not showered, not had underwear on, smelled like milk and pennies, and almost missed
I
a
didn't
flight?
smell like milk and pennies. The white guy next to me smelled like milk and pennies. And if anyone can call in and explain that smell, would love to know what that's about.
Today we're talking about charcuterie boards at the theater.
We're talking about New York City, North Carolina, and Florida.
We're talking about saunas.
We're talking about big, huge, uncut cock with a piercing in it.
So if you like
I
that...
sucked 3 dicks in one night in the same room. And if you saw
will
me,
again at
no,
Drain
you
Your Nut
didn't.
this weekend, April 19th in Duarte.
I might go and just suck a bunch of cocks. I might.
think you should. And pull out your meal prep. It's time for another episode of Sloppy Seconds.
That RuPaul-a-Palooza was terrible.
Oh.
Mom!
When your first choice is a big old bus,
You turn around and boom!
you end up with a sloppy
Seconds! Oh, diva!
Our number is 213-536-9180. Our email is sloppysecondspod@gmail.com. Now on with the show. I use sloppy YouTube, love you now, love you there, love you YouTube, love you sloppy day with Big Dipper, meatball, that's Big Dipper.
How are you, Meatball?
I've never been more tired and rich in my life.
Oh, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You drinking your Saratoga waters?
I'm not drinking Saratoga water. Those are crazy. Was it us talking about that?
No, you and I haven't discussed it, but I know you've had a lot of conversations with a lot of people over the last week.
Yes.
Chip, Chatty Cathy. You sent me a whole lot of audio notes, voicemails. Just trying to keep me in the loop. Let everybody know what's going on. Will she post on her Instagram stories with 100,000 followers? Barely.
The whole trip, I kept on being like, oh, I should be posting this. Well, one of the things I went to that was the most exciting thing. Hi, everybody. I did a lot. I went to North Carolina. I want to say thank you to everyone in North Carolina who came out and sold out both events. We really did that shit. We really did that. And to the bar owners that let me do that, I love you all. And thank you so much for having me and praising me and asking me to come back quarterly. I don't think I'm going to be doing that. I don't think I'll be doing that, but I did have a wonderful time and I will be back.
Why don't you put out a poll and say, hey, everybody, how about if the tickets were $100? Would you come? Because then it would be worth it for me.
Because then it would be
profitable.
Then I can pay everybody how much they're supposed to be paid and not be lowballing everyone and being like, you're doing this as a favor because I'm being petty.
But it's happening. Bars are closing everywhere.
I know, and that was the thing. These 2 bars were like, we haven't been this busy in like months, it's been a very long time for them. So they were very thankful that I was there, and I was very thankful that they let me use their facilities and didn't charge me anything to do so. So it was mutually beneficial for both of us.
But it speaks to this like larger issue of, people are staying in, using their phones, playing video games, not drinking, doing other things. It's like it's all things are changing, and with change there will be. It sounds like Vanessa Hudgens. Remember when she made that video at the start of the pandemic, and she was like, Some people are gonna die. But I mean, it's not only economic downturn. I think we have been over the last decade on a huge sort of not precipice. What's the word I'm looking for? We're watching a change happen in how people interact with nightlife. And, because queer people are mixing in mainstream culture a lot more, it's more like mixed bars that have nights that are like drag nights or gay nights versus people only go to a gay bar. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
Because we didn't talk about it.
I'm thankful that Precinct is not, doesn't seem, I mean, they might be in danger, but they it's always busy precinct for me. So I'm always just like, as long as this doesn't ever dry up. But yeah, someone was saying like it would be good if I just like took my party around to a bunch of small bars that like need events that like people come to, and I was like, yeah, but then I'm doing charity work and not getting paid for it.
Yeah, it's a
And I was
challenge.
Like, yeah, I don't know. Listen, it's dark and scary out there, but you know what's not shutting down? Broadway. That's right. After North Carolina, I went to Broadway. I went to the Great White Way. Whoa. Why is it called the Great White Way?
I'll Google it right now.
Where I was to see Alaska in her musical, Drag the Musical. I got 4 tickets, thanks, Jess.
Due to its bright illumination, particularly in the theater district. So nothing racial.
Rachel. So I got lovely Jess gave us 4 tickets, and then the day before the show, Orville Peck texts me and he goes, 2 people just dropped out of the cabaret gala. Do you want to come? And I was like, yeah, what is it? And he's like, it'd be really funny if you dressed up in drag. And I was like, okay. And so I go dressed up in drag to see the show and then to the after party. Of course, I'm the only person in drag. I didn't realize that they redone the whole theater. It was like $1 billion remodel to make the theater in the round.
$1 billion for the
That's what I
singular
heard.
production of Cabaret?
But this is like the big production that came over from the West End. Like it was a huge deal over there and it came over here. And so they redid the stage so there's like things that rise and fall and it's all circular, and they redid the theater so it looks like the Kit Kat Club. So everyone in the front rows, you're at little tables. And of course, I go sit down. I bring my friend Benjamin, which there was a drop
$26 million is what it costs.
Whatever.
That is a
cares?
huge difference, people.
What's $1 billion to $1 billion? You know what I
Have
mean?
you ever seen the
when
Grain
you make
of
so
Rice?
much money? I've watched the Grain of Rice video so many times. So
Okay,
anyway,
so $1 billion is very, very different than 26 million. 26 million is a huge amount of money.
you're done correcting
But
me
it's-
so I can finish my story.
I just think it's crazy to say it costs $1 billion.
You don't think there's another
Not for the theater.
75? You don't think there's another 74 million that went into the production somewhere else?
Not $1 billion. 100.
That's 100 million. I need to see
Oh
some rice.
no! You know what? I need to see
Okay,
some rice.
let me just explain to everybody. I almost
Okay.
missed my flight this morning because I went out last night after hosting. Anyway, let me finish I'm at the theater. I'm in full drag. Guess who I schmoozed with? Well, guess who got up out of their chair and walked over to me at my table to say hello?
Chappelle Rowan.
It was Chapel Roan, baby. She clocked it. She came over and she goes, "The music video is #1 in the world right now," or whatever. And I was like, "Okay, what are you up
Be
to?"
nice to her. What are you talking about?
We were nice. We were very cordial. We hugged. We like chatted. And then I would turn and I go, my friend Benjamin went to the bathroom and he was like, literally, you were the only person he wanted to meet that was like here because
And
he
she
saw
said,
you.
"Okay."
And she went, I guess I could come back at intermission. And I was like, don't waste your time. And then
And you didn't ask her to come on the pod?
I did. I said, when you're in LA next, let me know because I'd love to have you like come do Fat Slut and stand in the DJ booth. And she was like, I know, I see pictures of it all the time. It looks fun.
Okay,
because
that's not asking her to be on the podcast.
Oh, you're so right. I guess I didn't. So then I got to talk to John Waters.
Amazing.
And Trixie, Katya, Brittany Broski, like just a ton, it was just a ton of celebrities, and it was so fun to be treated like one of them. I got the VIP pass, so me and Candace Muse were up at the very top of the after party with the private bar after we did our little Step and Repeat photos, and we were just like up there. And then of course Orville came out and came and talked to us for so long. And there was like it's that thing at an event where like somebody was like really trying to trap him. Like they put their arm in front of him, like against the wall so that no one else could like talk to him and he couldn't get away. And I kept seeing him look over at me being like, and then he finally came over and we like chit chatted for a little bit. But I mean, it's a big event. He has to talk to everybody.
And
So we
you
like
were wearing
joked around
that
and he
little
goes, tiny little wig. And he goes, it's so funny. He goes, it's so funny. We were all watching you backstage because you were fully lit the whole time because you were like sitting there. And also, where the camera is to watch the show backstage, you are there. So he goes, we were all just sitting there watching you eat your charcuterie board and wondering why no one else was eating anything. And he goes, and you would always do it in like these big heightened like moments. And I was like, well, that's because I knew that's when everyone's looking at the stage and not me. And he goes, everyone was looking at you.
So what you're
Because I was eating. I literally was in full drag, sitting front row, eating a charcuterie board. And then finally, after like intermission, I looked around and realized no one else had ordered the food. Like they were doing this whole thing, like for the VIPs, that they would bring you like a bottle of champagne and do all this stuff. So everyone was just having their little drinks. But I was the only person that got a box of charcuterie and was like nomming on crackers while Germany was descending into full blown Nazi times.
Oh my God! Wait, so he wears a bunch of makeup, no mask in the show, and then takes the makeup off, puts the mask back on to like do the after party.
Yeah, he put the mask back on for the after party, but the show ends like this was like I've seen a lot of productions of Cabaret, maybe 4, but this is
That's
and
more
like
than
the
I've
movie,
seen.
but this is the best interpretation of it. Like,
And
when
is
she's singing,
Marsha still in it?
she was still in it. She was there. She was nice.
She better earn that fucking.
Busy
paycheck,
Phillips
baby.
was super nice. Everyone was great. Everyone was
And
nice.
how many wigs is that tiny little black
It
hair
is.
wig?
It
that
is
you-
2. And what's so funny is that Robin Fierce just did post a video of her wearing, because it is the same wig by the same stylist. And I was like, maybe she teased hers up. No, hers just looks bigger because she has a tiny little head.
Well, she's 1/3 the size of you, and 1/4 the size of me. Okay, I'll do that so you don't have to do that to me.
I wasn't even
I'm
going to say
just
anything. I
saying.
was just going to move on.
Your mouth
we were-
opened. You were.
Well, I was going to say.
I
was
can
gonna
see
say,
you. These
we
people
were
can't.
me and yesterday when I was in that wig and the purple dress.
Again.
Again, the only dress I own now.
Just make 7 of them.
I have time this week, and Fat Slut is this Friday at Precinct, everyone. We have special guest Tammy Brown, and if you remember, the last time she hosted the sexy food eating competition was the wildest one we've ever had. So come watch the Drag Race finale, and then pay me $10, then get out for an hour, and then come back and pay me.
Why don't we
take a break and then I'll talk about Florida? Or I can tell the story about how last night after the show, I went to the Eagle and I sucked 3 dicks, and then this guy texted me and he was like, "Oh, you're not here." And I was like, "Oh, I am here. I was just in the back sucking dicks." And he goes, "Well, do you want to come hang out in the hot tub?" And I said, "Absolutely. I do have to be up at 8 a.m. for a flight, but I'll do this at 3 a.m. And then I just drank vodka at their house, which has given me the worst hangover of my life. I was just driving around the neighborhood and I almost threw up. And I never throw up from alcohol. Well, that's not really true, but it's been a while. That's not even true either. So I then go to his house, sit in his hot tub. I set the alarms for 8 p.m. and 8:37 p.m. Why 8:37 p.m.? Don't know, couldn't tell you. I woke up kind of rattled next to a hamburger wrapper, and I don't remember ordering hamburger last night, so I don't know where that exactly came from. And then I looked at I rolled back over to go to sleep, and I was like, wait a minute, I have a flight. And I looked at my clock, and it said 9:30. My flight was boarding at 10:15. You best believe the first thing I did was go onto the little Delta app and see if I had enough points to get a flight out. Didn't, because I used them all for Japan. So then, or to upgrade the flights in Japan. So then I go, what's the worst thing that could happen? I'm just going to go to the airport and talk to somebody. I get to the JetBlue counter. Of course, I have to check my bags. It's 10. It's 10 o'clock by the time I get to the airport. I have 15 minutes. And I was like, I think
you
this could
didn't
actually
shower.
work. Oh, no. I smell like the chlorine of the night before. I told you that I swam in my underwear and then threw it away because I just was like, you guys can just have my panties. So I'm not even wearing underwear right now. I flew underwear-less. Hot breathed. Like, I didn't even shower or brush my teeth. I just went straight to the airport. I get up there. JetBlue's line for baggage drop off is like up and around. There's 2 huge lines. I go and I see Mosaic and Mint is open. Like there's no one in line. And I walk up and I go, I'm about to miss my flight. And so I need to check these bags. It's like boarding right now. And she goes, well, this is only for Mint and Mosaic. And I go, I know, but if I wait in that line, I'm definitely missing my flight. And she was like, let me see. And then she goes, oh yeah, you need to go. And so she like checked them in, looked at my ID, and she was like, the entrance is right over there. I'm booking it. She was like, these bags, before she could even finish the sentence of like, these may not make it on the flight, I was like, what? I will drive back to the airport later tonight or have them delivered in a day or 2. I do not care. I just want to get on this flight. And I made it. I made it on the flight.
Incredible.
And so this goes with what I'm thinking. Have you seen those TikToks called the airport theory? Where it's like, if you're not checking a bag, you can show up like 30 minutes before your flight boards and just be fine.
I've literally said that forever.
I could never. It could never be me. I always have to check my bags, and you never know how long the line is.
Checking
to
a
check
bag. And they just instituted a rule at JFK that for Delta flights, they will not take your bag if you're not over an hour early before your flight.
Oh, the rule that I heard was that it had to be, 45 minutes.
No, they
whatever.
upped it to 60 minutes now at JFK.
Wow.
And so, but yes, when I fly to see my family in New Mexico, I show up 5 minutes before it boards.
You're flying out of Burbank, though, which is even easier.
I fly out of LAX.
Wild stuff. Anyway, that's it for airport talk.
Please don't bring up the airport again. But let's take a break, and we will be right back. If you love to shop, listen up! Have you heard of Rakuten?
With Rakuten, you get cash back and rewards on almost everything you buy. Just from shopping.
Exactly. Clothes, athletic wear, pet supplies. I'm talking about Gap, Adidas, and even Petco.
So I can buy a look, get new shoes, snag the cat some cute toys, and get cash back.
That's right. And you can even stack those rewards on top of sales and coupons.
That's cool.
It is cool.
But how does it work?
Well, partner stores pay Rakuten to send them shoppers, and then Rakuten passes on some of that money to the members.
Rakuten is really doing the most, huh? Love it.
Yeah, in the best possible way. Plus, Rakuten has 17 million members who are already saving. So, you can become one of them today.
Join for free at Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app to start saving money now.
That's Rakuten.com or download the Rakuten app today.
And get yourself some Rakuten.
Weight Loss by Hims is here to help you reach your goals.
Hims now offers access to an affordable range of FDA-approved GLP-1 medications that are designed to support you in losing the weight and keeping it off, including the Wegovy pill and the Wegovy pen.
GLP-1s help regulate your appetite and eat less.
With Wegovy at Hims, lose up to 20% or more of your body weight when combined with diet and exercise.
And no needles needed. Wegovy is the first ever GLP-1 pill for weight loss.
And through Hims, you can just go online where you'll connect with a licensed provider who will determine if the treatment is right for you.
No insurance necessary either, and if prescribed, your medication is delivered right to your door.
Ready to reach your goals? Visit hims.com/sloppy seconds to get a personalized, affordable plan that gets you.
That's HIMS.com/sloppy seconds.
hims.com/sloppy seconds.
Weight Loss by Hims is not available in all 50 states. Wegovy is the registered trademark of Novo Nordisk AS.
To get started and learn more, including important safety information, Wegovy clinical study information, and restrictions, visit hims.com.
You know, lately I have been trying to keep my wardrobe simple. I want pieces that are comfortable, but they still feel like put together like an outfit, and that's why I'm always reaching for my Quince items.
The fabric feels elevated, the fits are clean, and Quince makes getting dressed so easy.
Quince has all the staples for spring, like 100% European linen shirts and shorts starting at just $34.
They're lightweight and breathable, but still look polished. I have a bunch of their Pima cotton tees, and they're super soft and easy to wear and very breathable for the summer for the sweaty body.
I just rediscovered this pair of linen shorts that I have that are so comfortable from Quince. You know when like something gets buried accidentally? I pulled these out and I was like, what have I been doing? Not wearing these!
And the linen doesn't wrinkle.
Period.
Plus, everything is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands because Quince works directly with ethical factories and cuts out the middleman.
Refresh your everyday with luxury you'll actually use.
Go to quince.com/sloppy for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada, too.
That's QUINCE.com/sloppy for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/sloppy.
Get yourself some Pima cotton!
Quince.
Quince. At Quince.
I ain't got no panties on. I ain't got no panties on the dance floor. What is that? I ain't got no panties on. Ain't got no panties on. I ain't got no
That's
panties.
you on the flight home.
The poor guy next to me was gay.
Were you too?
Not like not a fun gay. No, I wasn't. I didn't. I sure didn't be tootin'. But I did. There was just sometimes some white people just smell weird, like milk and pennies. He was giving me that smell.
Milk and pennies.
It was that smell off of him. And then he had a dog. And then at one point,
And what did? And you smelled like chlorine. I
smelled like chlorine. And like, I did have the wherewithal to like spray some cologne on before I had it out. But I wasn't like, and then no more airport. But the air conditioner was broken on the plane. So they were like, we can go back to the gate and try to fix it, or we can just fly and we just won't really be in control of the temperature. And I was like, I vote go back to the gate. Because I don't want to be in these skies sweating out the tequila vodka.
Wow.
Anyway. That was great. What have you been up to in New York? Upstate
I want to know.
Hudson Valley.
I have questions for you.
Okay.
Who won the twink pageant? Because you just blew right past that.
An incredible twink.
Oh,
won.
you don't even remember.
And their name.
Oh, God. Okay, but you had fun.
I had a really fun time. I did a couple times have to be like, to the audience, like, shut the fuck up. Like, literally the way that bar is, it's like, there's a whole huge outdoor section.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, if you want to talk, just go out there. But the acoustics of this room, if you're whispering in the back, we can hear it up front. I did at one point get very mad and in the middle of someone's talent, get up and walk over to a group of guys and go the fuck outside.
It's part of your charm. You keep it real.
Yeah, Darby was very much like, yeah, that maybe wasn't the nicest thing. And then sexy food eating competition went off without a hitch. Pickles won, and yeah, it was gross
the
shit.
food item was pickles, or the person who won their name was pickles?
The food item was pickles. The person who's won's name was...
If you can't remember the twink, how are you going to remember the sexy food eater?
Yeah, and then Darby goes, you got mean at those people. At one point I said, I'm not going to actually say it on here because it's a cancelable offense. But I said...
Put it in the chat. Text it
I'll
in the chat.
tell you later.
Send me an audio note in the chat.
In the chat. Thumbs up in the chat if you want to cancel it.
And did you have... If you want to cancel it. Did you have fun with Saphira?
Yeah, she's a hoot. She's a wild time. She is very funny. Very funny. Like very funny. Like funnier than I thought she was gonna be, cooler than I thought she was gonna be.
She had her
really
hair
good
was
time.
wetter than you thought it was gonna be.
Talk about little wigs. Talk about little wigs, baby. Talk about little wigs. That was great. Yeah, and then William was there. Rich William, our rich friend William, and he did the photo booth or the meet and greet photos.
Oh, you were the one to tell me to stop talking about his wealth.
Can't imagine I would say anything quite like that before. What time is it?
I don't know about his wealth, but he's the one I was rude to, right?
There's many people that have accused you of being rude to them. I'm not gonna.
Was it?
I'm sure there's a lot of people that think that I'm rude to them.
Was it a group of 5 people in Charlotte, North Carolina, who were talking too loud at a party? Or did they accuse you of that? Was it an entire audience in Florida?
Yeah, I was
they
pretty mean.
accuse
I was
you of
pretty
doing
mean. I was pretty mean to that audience too. But we did like on the in the spur of the moment sexy food eating competition there. Like I had all the tarps and everything in my suitcase. So I was like, oh, we could just do that with like one of the guys who runs the bakery. It's like Daddy's Bakery, baked by Daddy.
Oh yeah, with all the pink
Delicious.
stuff.
Yeah. And so we did it with cupcakes. Everyone just ate a cupcake and then had a cinnamon roll. And the winner of that's name was he fucked a cinnamon roll. But I will say that got the audience finally to make some fucking noise. It was like halfway through the first set, and I was like, thank you, finally. A reaction. I don't think it was good that I started with, hey, you fat fucks. Why is no one making any noise? And then I was like, raise your hand if you think you're a bear. And someone did. And I was like, raise your hand if you think you're a super chub. And a lot of a lot of those fat fucks didn't raise their hands. And I was like, so it's also very clear that you guys are not very self-aware here in Florida.
Oh my God, Meatball. This was for Tropical Bear Week where you were the headlining host?
Yes.
Oh my God. Oh, I saw that you saw Baby Bear. Shout out
yeah,
to
we went
Baby
and watched
Bear.
Drag Race at Baby Bear's house. Love Baby Bear. Love his
They have
husband.
the cutest little dog, too.
The dog was so cute. And he at one point was like had fallen asleep behind my arm.
Uh-huh.
And then we all got up and moved around. That was really funny because me and Boomer went over there to go watch Drag Race, and Baby Bear's like, "Oh, I'll order a pizza," and I was like, "Oh, okay, good," because like we didn't eat, and you told us not to bring anything because we did ask, and he said, "Don't bring anything," and so he ordered 2 pizzas, and then everyone else that came brought their own like meal prep food because they were all like super fit guys.
They
And
shooby-dooby. I went over there one
me
time.
and Boomer started laughing, and I was like, I was just like, we could have brought our own food had you told us. Like, you guys were all just gonna be like eating your meal preps, and while me and Boomer fucking pig out in the corner on pizza.
I did.
And then as I left, I went, oh, sorry. Well, let me finish. As I left, I went, I know you guys aren't gonna eat that fucking pizza. It's gonna end up right in the trash can the minute our fat asses walk out of this door.
And
it did.
Oh, you didn't take it?
No, we were going out.
Well, I went over there one time, and it was a similar situation. People didn't bring their own food, but like I think there was like some sort of dessert or like there was something, but it was a very like it was like you know how like when you're on meal prep you like biohack dessert. You're like this. It's like a brownie sundae, but it's Greek
made
yogurt and it's
beans.
It's beans and it's bananas and you know and of course like shout out to those people. Look at all of them. The meal prep is working.
They were all crazy hot and like piled on top of each other, like all
the
just,
sit-ups
like,
at the gym,
each other.
the curls, the leg days. They're all working. But it does feel funny when you come over and you're like, you got any Doritos?
Boomer loves candy. Like, just anywhere we went, he had a bag of candy with him.
I love that too. You know me. I always have little gummies with me. Little Sour Patch Kids, little Swedish Fish.
I guess
rings.
I never think to like buy that stuff, so it's never at my house. And the only time I would ever do that is when I used to go to gas stations, but now I don't.
I gotta keep my blood sugar up.
I just burped and it tasted like vodka.
I want to know about the 2 new bowls in your collection.
One was donated to my friend Benjamin and Renee, who were kind enough to let me sleep on their sofa while I was in New York City.
Oh, you went back to Renee's house after talking a whole lot of shit.
What did I say about that?
I don't know. The last time you were there, you're like, I can't stay with friends anymore. I need my own hotel.
I think because I was doing drag that time, and that was like, you can't do drag.
Oh,
if
yeah,
someone
you were
else
like,
is-
I was in the morning trying to do drag to get ready for, because we were
It
doing.
was when we were
12
doing the
podcasts,
interviews. Yes,
and you were
we
like,
doing the
she's
inter-
trying
my
to go to
color was off.
work. I'm trying.
Yeah.
Oh, and your color was off.
And my color
Renee,
was off
I
because
wasn't trying. I'm Renee. I'm not trying to start drama. I was just being.
I don't think she
goofy.
listens, but
Oh,
every time I
well,
say that, I'm
you never
proven
know.
wrong.
Any reconciliations in New York?
Nope. Could have been my
Booyah.
could have been my date to cabaret, but took me
So
2
you
minutes instead.
didn't end up seeing Drag the
No,
Musical.
I gave those 4 tickets to Renee, my friend Greg, and then they just got to pick 2 other people to go with them.
Cool.
And so I thought that was very funny because, like, of course the tickets were under my name and they were front row, and I know that Jess was probably like, "Oh, Meatball's in the
fuck?
audience somewhere," and then I wasn't there. But Alaska, it was only because when Orville Peck says, "Do
you
wanna
had something better to do. Wow.
You want to come sit front row at a musical where the tickets like start at $200?" I said, "Absolutely," because I didn't want to have to pay for them.
No, you're smart. And you have already seen Drag the Musical.
Yes, and there was no new characters in it this time, like no new actors or anything. It was like the same exact cast as what I saw.
No, I'm gonna go before they close. I'm gonna be able to sneak up to the city or down to the city. So I'm
Yeah.
excited. And you
Well,
saw
I was
Boomer
gonna
DJ,
say
yeah?
something else. Boomer is such a good DJ.
He's gotten amazing. I
He's
mean,
gotten
that
so
sounds
good,
shady.
and-
He just in his journey over the last couple of years of starting to DJ to where he is now, like he is really continues to perfect what he's up to.
And we went out, and like everyone was like, they'd be like, "Oh yeah, you DJ'd the Eagle the other night. It was so good." Like usually it's just house music or something, and he was like, "I don't know. I mean, they usually what is it?
You've fallen off.
Wait, what is
Circuit.
it that they play? Circuit music, yeah." And he was playing
Circuit.
like house, but then the Eagles set up these little cabanas in the back. Like in the back parking lot, and they had like a little store and a bar out there. and,
Oh,
like,
because
they
it
set
was
up these
big
little
Tropical Bear
cabanas.
weekend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so when I would get tired, well, at one point we regretted it, but we went and sat over there, and then I just fully laid down on the sofa and fell asleep
Oh,
at the Urgle.
what's the little room to the side of the Eagle? What do they call that where you're not allowed to pull your phone out?
And you had to take your shirt off to get in.
Oh,
Code
yeah.
bar,
Code
and
bar.
that's where I was allegedly.
That's where you went when you took your shirt off and turned your phone off.
Yes, and saw one
And
of
you
the
know
biggest
who's one of the
ducks
bartenders there?
I've ever seen.
You know who's one of the bartenders there?
Who?
Alex Tikas.
Oh, yes, he was there. He was bartending outside. And I kept on looking at him
okay.
being like, "You're very handsome, sir."
Why don't you talk to him? He's a very nice guy.
I did not know where I recognized him from.
Oh, from porn, probably.
Porno guys look different in person than they do on the screen.
Wake that up. We
know that to be
up.
true. I didn't hire a hooker. I got a massage instead.
From who?
Awful toothy blowjob.
Maybe your dick is too wide. Because we're coming up with a theme here.
It's too wide. It won't fit. So what are you doing in the
Wait,
Hudson
we have to
Valley?
take a break. Okay.
Okay. And then we have
And
to
we'll-
figure out something to talk about with you.
What do you? I have tons to talk about. What do you mean?
And
figure
we're back.
out? No, we haven't even taken the break yet.
Oh.
Do you want to send us to the break,
We'll be right
or
back.
do you want to
after this break.
figure out how to talk to me?
And we're back.
I've been having a great time. There's a lot happening. The weather has been a little whiplashy up here. Yesterday, I woke up to 4 or 5 inches of wet ass snow. It was crazy. It was like perfect snowball making weather, but almost slush. And by the evening, almost all of it was completely melted. And today it was like shorts weather, sunny, beautiful. Like we're right in the middle of that April showers bring May flowers.
Yeah, my weather in
And
New York was terrible the whole time.
it's given real seasonal Susie up here. But I'm excited because it keeps getting warmer and the days are longer, and that is fun for me. And it's good. I'm enjoying myself. I'm going to the gym. I haven't been hit on at the gym since that one guy, but that's fine.
And have you returned to his hole?
No, I don't think he's been around. I think he's been in the city.
He went back to the city where his husband lived.
Yeah, it's very Green Acres. You know what I mean?
Everyone's
cut.
got a husband.
You're too old? Too young, I mean? The one thing that is interesting about where I'm staying right now, we've covered the twin bed.
In this Tempur-Pedic twin bed.
There's also the squirrels.
Are they mean?
Well, these squirrels are sort of my roommates.
They live in the walls, Ray. They live in the walls.
Yes. They have scurried into, because of the winter, they've gotten inside like the eaves and they're running around in the attic. And so every once in a while, maybe a new squirrel will come in and the squirrel that like lives in the attic will have to defend itself. And I hear like quite a tussle. They like run laps and then I hear like squirrel screaming.
What does a squirrel scream sound like?
It's like squeaking, like a rodent, like a I don't know. It's a strange type sound, but I hear that and I hear like lots of little crawling on the wood and I know they're in the wall. And so I told the people, I was like, hey, for the integrity of the building that we're staying in, it's probably good to get them out and patch up the holes so that they don't like ruin the inside. And the response I got was like, well, it's the country. Because it is. I mean, there's only so much you can do. They said they're probably going to be renovating soon, so they don't want to go through all the hassle of like doing that if they're going to renovate once I move out.
That's crazy. Did you see that TikTok where the woman was talking about how they thought they had a family of raccoons in the attic? And they
it
would
turned out
like
to
hear
be
all
a
this
person?
noise. It was a human man. She went up there when her husband was gone one day, and she was like, I'll just take a quick photo, and put her phone up, took the photo. Baby, it was a man looking at the camera like,
That is so scary.
the way I would have been out of the front door so fast.
Well, did you watch Arrested Development? The
Yeah.
television show? So, that...
Daddy was in the attic.
Well, there was that, but also they were like in the one season, like they were living in the model home. So they had to pretend that they weren't living there and like always clean up after themselves. So there's a way that feels like fun, like in media, like I think on some TV shows or whatever, like you can play it like it's kind of like a fun little thing. Or it happened on, do you ever watch Happy Endings?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They
The
had guy
upstairs
living
neighbor
up
would
in the
like come down and like steal their food. And it's like, oh, that's ha ha ha. But in real life, that's the scariest thing ever.
Happy Endings was such a
Who's
good
that
show.
behind you?
Just scared me so bad.
Who's opening that drawer behind you? Who's cooking mac and
I don't
cheese?
like that.
Well,
I'm trying to find the TikTok for you.
I think I'm good. I think I understand the gist of it.
Well, I want you to be as scared as I was the night that I watched it.
I mean, I'm scared talking to you right now. Should I play you some voicemails?
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of
funny.
TikTok,
just wanted to respond to so I just wanted to respond to I hate to make fuck. Never mind. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I should have practiced this beforehand. I hope you guys are great. Love you. Bye.
oh my god.
Okay, you guys, I know what it's from. It's the cat video, the spinning cat.
Oh.
It was not a ringtone. It was just, I was hearing it constantly like a ringtone, but it's a spinning cat video.
Hi, Big Zipper. Hi, Meatball. Not to sound like the season 17 girls bullying Lexi, but I am 21. And I believe the clip that Alex Consani was referencing goes a little something like this. And it's a trend where people edit this rotating animated cat with that background noise. The Wizard, some of them, kill yourself. Goodbye.
So you learned. Do you remember doing this?
Hi, it's Meatball and Boomer Banks.
Oh
I'm
my
trying
God!
to teach him the song. Like the riff for Defying Gravity. Defying Gravity. It goes ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah ooh ah. So close. So close. All right, bye now. Bye.
That's when we were in the cabana at the Eagle. Because I was like fucking wasted.
You're a party girl in a party world.
I just can't wait to like, I'm just going to sleep for like 2 days, I think. And then.
Must be exciting.
Oh, I don't even get to. I have to podcast this week. Yeah, we're back to you. That's later talk. I have to work this week and do Fat Slut.
Oh, yeah. When is your next Fat Slut? It's this weekend, right?
That's on Friday, yeah.
That's exciting. Oh, and then on Saturday, if people are around, there is a Drain Your Nut happening in Duarte. I will not be there. So, Meatball, this could be your time to shine.
What's the theme? Is it the jerk? Is it the jerk your quirk? What is it called?
Yeah, it's put your quirkiest hat on and get to jerking it off.
Get to jerking it out.
No, there's no theme. I think the theme is cum, cock, balls, dick, and butt. Would be the theme. It's just standard fuck fest. But check out drainyournut.com if you want to go to a fun event in Duarte, California. And then if you're in New York City, I am going to throw this out there. May 10th, we're having the first ever Drain Your Nut in New York City. So come on down, baby. drainyournut.com. New York City.
Where's it going to be at? Where is it?
It's going to be at the Cockpit. It's going to be on Saturday, May 10th. During the day, 2 different daytime options. Midtown, Port Authority, Cock. You know what I mean? Slide on over the restrooms and bring them on down to
Funkatown.
The Cockpit.
Oh, I'm so happy for you.
Are you?
You're doing your little sex party.
The thing is that you behave in all the ways that I am like promoting, but when I talk about it, you make me feel like it's bad.
I didn't say anything.
The tone of I'm so happy
tired.
for you and your little sex party. You should go and then see. I literally won't be there, so you can go.
In Duarte.
I'll send you a discount code, and I know you have a mask.
Did buy a mask for the last one, but people will still know it's me.
Yeah, because of that divine tattoo.
Because I'll be sucking cock and balls and I have a divine tattoo. All right, next call.
They'll say, chubby top?
Fat top.
Sorry. They'll say, fat top?
I have to change it. Bleep that. Bleep that.
What about when you said it earlier?
That was not on the recording.
Oh, it wasn't. Was it?
Next call.
It wasn't. Next call.
Hey, Divas. So I just had a hookup fail. And tell me why this man is talking such a big game about how he wants to take my cock. And then, not only can I feel shit when I'm fingering him, when I finally do put it in, he doesn't move, makes no noise, and I can feel a fucking peanut scratching the head of my dick. If you're gonna talk such a big game, at least claim out. Tell me why some of them raise your ya with the wizard. Whoa, whoa.
Not a peanut. Scraping your
Scratching
dickhead.
the head of my dick.
Okay, can we just be true and honest and gross and vulnerable for a second?
Sure.
Do you remember the first time you like fingered a butt and you were like, "Oh, there's so much shit in there"? Has that ever happened to you?
It has happened to me where I've like pulled out and there's been like an undigested mushroom on my penis.
Shroom?
Undigested.
What kind?
Shiitake, baby.
Shiitake. Yeah, it was shit. Taki.
Yeah, I mean it's gross. It happens, but yeah, again, I don't like to bottom shame, but if you have one in the chamber like that,
Like
you know.
that's not even. There's
You
something
know.
so
I like that
different
you're,
from like
whispering. You're whispering
me?
because it's like 9:00 at where you are.
But it's also like it's just there's such a difference between being like, well, I'm feeling good. I cleaned out earlier, or like I had a really good bowel movement and I took a shower, and like
Bow.
if someone wanted to like fuck around a little bit or eat my ass, like I'm good to go, and then like maybe we could get to fucking we'll see. That is a very different thing than like, oh, if you put me on the toilet, I could fill it up right now. But I'll let someone finger my butt. Like that's crazy.
It is wild.
Maybe people don't
I
feel it
think-
the way we can feel it.
I know. No, this again is like this guy has to know, and he has to be pushing his poop agenda on you. Like
Well,
this is
pushing is right, honey.
what he wants. He wants you to smell he wants to smell doo doo while he's getting rammed. And honestly, this is on you for putting it in there after poking around and hitting
Oh yeah,
gold.
that's right. That's right. He did. He said his dick hit the peanut.
Hi, Meatball. It's Venus from Charlotte. I think you're fat, and I love you. But you know what? Maybe consider Ozempic. Love you, girl. Bye.
Who just bullied
Play that.
you?
Play that one more time. I need to get their name.
Venus from Charlotte.
Hi.
Play it again.
Hi, Meatball. It's Venus from Charlotte. I think you're fat, and I love you.
Is this the bitch I called Meth Head Barbie?
Maybe.
Bitch,
But you know what?
if you're Meth Barbie, hey, bitch, if you're Meth Barbie, you need to worry a little bit less about my weight and more about how stanky your fucking drag was. You smell bad. Well, now I got to check out and make sure that it was her. I'll fight back.
Bro.
I'll go.
Better than stroke our fucking dicks, man. Yeah, with your big penis. Penis. Fuck. I'm not gonna lie. I heard that at a bait party, and I remember mostly everyone in the room laughed. Was that embarrassing? Goodbye.
That shit is embarrassing. Do people say that at your party? They're like, "Oh yeah, rub my fucking penis head, bro. I want to feel it, bro.
They
I want
could.
you to touch my penis head, bro."
I just love the idea of like a bunch of guys vibing out in a room, and then someone just goes penis, 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 and then everyone starts laughing. I do have a little bit.
Me in the dark room.
You in the dark room going, penis, 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 penis. But wasn't there a game where you try to say penis and you say it louder and louder and louder? Penis.
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 Yeah. And then
What
you'd
a
be like, no,
foot?
you're not saying it. What a foot?
I have a little bit of a. It's kind of a fuck talk. It's more of a gripe. I really hate when people can't read the room, and this voicemail sort of makes me think about that. Talking about the bait parties, like when we do them at Drain Your Nut, we make the space a little smaller. And so the vibe is like, it's not really for chatting. And if you are going to chat, maybe you should like talk in a whisper and not at full volume, because people 5 feet from like where you're asking me a question or doing the close check or like taking a sip of water or getting a mint, 5 feet from that is like a circle of guys with their oiled up, oil slicked cocks stroking that penis head. And maybe if you're saying like, I did drive 45 minutes, but there wasn't too much traffic. Sunday's a good day for this kind of a group. It's like, shut the fuck up. Like,
That's too specific. That's too specific. Someone fully said that at one of your parties.
Well, I appreciate the sentiment to want to chit chat and the fact that you have taken an interest in what's happening, but it does feel like a little wild to me, like read the room. And something happened to me today. I went inside of a sauna. Oh, yeah. And when I was in the sauna, there were 2 other guys in there who clearly had been chatting before I walked in. So I walked in and sat down, and they sort of kind of continued their chat, right? Where this one person said, oh yeah, like I like to come here for a sauna. Usually it's more playful on the weekends. And then during the week, it's more about a sweat. And the guy was like, well, I don't mind a little bit of both. Like both is good. And then while they're having that chat, which kind of peters out, this other guy walks in, dick down to his knees, pierced, standing by the door, and he starts like stroking his dick a little bit. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, the vibe has now changed.
Yes.
Something has changed.
No more wicked.
In the sauna. And then some other guy walked in and starts looking at the guy with the big pierced dick and starts playing with his dick. And within seconds, they're making out and like grinding in front of, they're both standing in front of the 3 of us who are seated in the small little sauna.
You didn't want to do one of these, which is my favorite move.
Please describe for all of our audio only.
It's kind of like you put your palm out.
You put your right hand in.
It's my right palm. My palm is up. But you kind of, it's down by
you
your
asking
side.
for money?
And it's almost like you're asking for money, but it's more like cock. You're asking for cock. More cock, sir, please.
They were playing with each other. What am I going to reach in there for?
If someone comes in and starts rubbing on their cock in front of me, before anyone else can get out there, I'm palming it. I'm getting my palm out to the people. I'm gonna try to be the first one at it. Fresh cock. I don't want to taste anyone else's breath on that cock. I want.
Oh my God. When you say cock, your eyes cross. How does that happen? And so when I tell you these 2 guys just continue the conversation, it actually picks up. And the guy's like, yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of saunas around here, so I guess it makes sense that we all come here. I was in Amsterdam recently, and there they have a different, you have to do a daytime.
Or was this
yes,
just like at a gym?
1,000% a sex club. In Amsterdam they do the daytime, and then they can only be open for 12 hours, and then there's a nighttime and they can be open for 12 hours. So they have a different business in the front. He's talking his fucking face off, and I'm like, these guys are sitting there. If I was sitting there making out and grabbing dicks with someone, but in the background was some like boring ass annoying conversation from someone who couldn't read the vibe in the room, I would be pissed.
I would be angry.
Okay, maybe I am the mean one.
I wouldn't. No, I agree with you. That's a weird thing to like. The vibe, as you said, the vibe has changed.
It shifted. Let it shift in front of you. Like you don't need to like be crazy.
Live. Let that room live. That room should be that vibe now.
All right, we're going to take a little break. We're going to let the vibe change, and we'll be right back after this.
And we're back. This reminds me of that reminds me of loud talkers, like people who can't modulate the sound at which they're speaking. And I was just with some people in Fort Lauderdale. We went out for dinner and I was like, y'all are screaming. Like, I know I am loud. When I get drunk, I know I'm loud. But if I'm just out to dinner and we're sitting at a table, I don't need everyone else in this restaurant to hear every word we're saying. So I like always try to do the thing where I'll start talking a little lower, because for me, this level in a restaurant, you can still fully understand what I'm saying. I don't need to be talking like this in a restaurant. Like, it's like, what is going on?
It is crazy because you and I are some of the loudest talkers we've ever like met or engaged with. Actually, you and I know some other loud talkers, but I feel like you and I can really get there, really get it popping with that lung and vocal capacities.
Oh yeah, I can fill a room, baby, but I can also not.
Yes. I love the TikToks that are like office workers when they want to gossip, or like nonprofit workers when they want to gossip, and they'll be like, "Hey, how are you, meatball? Or how are you feeling? Did you like that meeting today?" I mean, the thing is that I don't know if what they're doing is the best way. And it's like this whole scene where they're whisper talking at the cubicle to like gossip.
That's very real. That's us at the office sometimes. When
Totally.
I don't know who's there.
You never know who's around the corner. But I have experienced
so many corners in that office.
I've experienced that as of late because we're working on this theatrical production. And so there's a lot of chat that has to happen while other things are going on. And some people I'm like, hey, you can clearly see there's like a bunch of other shit happening in this room. Just bring it down a notch.
Bring it down a notch. And, hey, let's have some fun, babes.
Let's have some fun. This beat is sick.
Beat is sick.
Did you see any of...
I want to take a ride. No, I didn't have the chance to watch it because I was full-blown blackout drunk.
How do you watch it? You have to stream it live in the moment? Did they do a restream? Maybe
Wasn't
next
it on,
weekend?
Like, Netflix or Hulu or something?
I don't think so. I think it was just Coachella. I think it was Coachella live on YouTube, which was like 2 a.m. East Coast time.
Oh, that's wild. But yeah, it looked really cool. I've seen a lot of clips of it. I want to see the whole
She looks like she's in, like, I mean, it was like how when Beyonce reappeared for Renaissance and you were like, she's in amazing shape. Like stamina.
Yeah, she looked great.
Gaga looks like she's like, oh yeah, you need me to dance for 3 hours and sing at full voice? No backing? I mean, well, there's some backing track, but always the mic is on?
The mic is on. But how many wig changes did she do? Is Coachella like a situation where she'll disappear for like 5 minutes
do that.
and
Yeah.
come back? Oh, okay.
Well, because you remember, I guess Beyonce didn't disappear a ton, but
Beyonce never left.
That's not true.
Oh, she wore the queen. Yeah, she came out in the queen look,
and then when she reappeared with Destiny's Child, she was in a different look.
Yeah, she loves that fringy boot though.
When else did she wear it? God, Renaissance was so good.
It was so good. I'm excited for Cowboy Carter. I have an extra ticket.
What happened?
Someone I thought was going to be in town is no longer available to be in town, so I have an extra ticket. And I don't know who to take. They have to be the same level of love of Beyonce as me, and also respect that I will be drinking and don't want to yapped at during the performances. I don't like when I'm trying to watch something and someone's leaning over and being like, isn't this fucking crazy? Or like trying to fit a joke in when I'm like clearly locked in.
Yes, I will say Donnell and I, when we went to Renaissance, we were very on the same page. We shared a lot of like glances about how amazing things were. And also, we shared a lot of talking at the same time during the show. Can you believe this? Can you believe it? You know, and it was like
That's okay, but I don't want to try to have to like listen.
We were on the same page.
Yeah, I don't want someone that's gonna be like yappy next to
Yeah.
me. I just want to like we'll sing the songs, and then during the interludes when there will be like videos playing, we can sit down and be like, "That was crazy, wasn't it? It's so good." Like that's what I want.
Well, if that's you, apply within.
Yes.
Oh my God, because people are gonna message you like, "I want to come," and you'll be like, "No."
And you have to put out. No, I'm just kidding. That'd be
Well, you have to
wild.
pay for it.
Yeah, you do have to pay for it.
You have to buy my $9,000 ticket off me.
No, I will be giving it at a discounted rate. It was $700.
That's what I paid last time to go.
I got that seat. I didn't pay for the floor this time because I was like, I didn't really enjoy being that close.
It was
I wanna
great to be up because you could see the whole
One,
city
so you could see
picture.
the whole thing the whole time. Yeah, and then maybe I'll go on a different night again.
Maybe
I
we
have
should go
friends
in
going, like-
Vegas.
Haven't been to. Get away from that food, you fat little bitch.
Okay. I have one final voicemail for today that I would like to play.
Okay,
And
and then bedtime.
Okay.
Hi. So I'm calling because I just came out of a hookup with a boy in a trailer park. Not my proudest moment. Anyways, I think I was catfished. He was not giving a particular look that I thought he was going to give. And I cleaned out everything and we just 69 awkwardly cuddled. And he was begging to fuck me, like begging to fuck me. And I just thought about it while his fingers were inside me. I was like, no. I'm like, no, you're not going to fuck me. He goes, well, why? And I knew the only... This is so bad, but I just was like, straight up like, well, because I don't want to. He's like, but why? Then why'd you come over here? And so then I just straight up hit him with the, well, I've been sexually assaulted twice before. This is not easy for me. And he got off me, and I left. Is that bad? I think that's bad. Anyways. Goodbye.
Yeah, I mean, it's one way to get out of it. I don't know.
Now, the caller didn't say whether they
Whether or
said
not they had been.
yes, they said is
That's
that
what he was supposed
bad,
to-
which leads us to believe like it's a fabrication.
Like you lie.
But if it's true, then I'm sorry
And
it
I'm very
happened to
sorry
you.
That happened to you.
And you can tell people whenever you want.
Also, no is the answer. Like you didn't.
Yes.
You could have just been like, no, I don't want to.
I'm not
And
feeling
if he
it
was being
anymore.
pushy,
It doesn't
I'd be
make
like,
sense.
Honestly, yeah. And if he was being super pushy, I would say, like, honestly, you being pushy is making me less interested in it.
And also, you say you think you got catfish because he didn't look how you thought he was gonna look. You would say, honestly, I feel like your pictures were misleading. Faking sexual assault is a little intense. I'm watching the apple cider vinegar show on Netflix right now, which is about that woman Belle Gibson from Australia who.
Oh yeah, who lied like a rug.
Oh my god! Well, I haven't finished the end of the fictional show, so I don't know. No, she lied.
Her little goal. Is that a coffee? It's 9:00.
No, it's. I had an Arnold Palmer earlier in the day, so I've been filling it up with
You
water.
see that shit
and
at
drinking.
Popeyes? The pickle lemonade?
No.
They have like a pickle lemonade. They have a whole pickle menu.
Are you going to eat it?
Maybe I should get that for our next guest.
Sure. Sounds like a fun time.
And then do the pickle game again.
What do you
Only fun
think,
for me.
caller? I mean, what do you think of our caller?
Oh, right.
Right.
I don't think faking sexual assault is ever good, but I do understand that sometimes like your brain, in order to get out of an uncomfortable situation, will just take the easiest route.
We'll be like,
And
I'm saying
sometimes-
this now.
Yeah, and you just kind of say something and then you're like, that was a crazy thing to say. Like maybe check in with yourself on maybe because you felt like you were being assaulted, you said that, you know?
Right.
But yeah, I wouldn't fake that. I would come up with other excuses. Like my lube excuse. Works like a charm.
Remind me. Oh, I'm gonna go get my lube, and then
I'm
you
going to go
ghost
get
them
some
and
lube out of
never
my car and then
return?
you just leave. Yeah, and then you just go because they were on meth.
That is crazy.
They
Oh,
were still selling poppers in Florida. Still selling poppers in New York.
Okay.
Eat them.
Pop the fuck off, poppers.
Get yourself to New York City.
Hey, everyone. We just want to thank you so much for listening to the pod. We're going to miss it. So we appreciate 5 years of...
Wait, what's happening?
Sorry, go ahead. You can end the... You want to just wrap up the show? Or
Wait, are you saying that we're canceling the show? The pod?
I didn't say that.
That's what you started to say. Is that what's happening?
No, I just said that I was grateful to everyone for listening.
Sounded like you were saying goodbye to the show. Are you leaving the show?
I was just saying goodbye.
That burner guy.
I was just saying goodbye to today's episode. It's been
All right, well, thank
real, everyone.
See, you're doing that thing again. I'd like to know if this pod is getting canceled because I need to start a new one or something. Thank you all so much for listening to this week's episode of Sloppy Seconds. You can send us an email at sloppysecondspot@gmail.com or call in with your own fuck talk story at 213-536-9180. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't ever miss an episode, which come out every Tuesday and Friday.
Maybe.
What is happening?
For access to our full uncensored video episodes, ad-free and 1 day early, plus our monthly Sloppier Seconds episode, and all of Mom Podcast premium content, check out Mom Plus Gold at mompodcast.plus.
Sloppy Seconds is produced by Moguls of Media, aka Mom.
Hosted by Big Dipper and Meatball. Editing and sound design by William Pitts.
Show artwork by Christian Cimarroni.
Theme song by Mike Malarkey.
Media and design support by Stone Cole.
Executive produced by Willem, Alaska, Big Dipper, Camille Stennis, and Joe Cilio.
Recorded at Forever Dog Productions.
Ooh, his nipples are tiny.